They say the word of God offers a beacon of hope and healing for everyone.
Yes,
so say you should hold onto the word of God. And the people who re-echoed this was re-echoed today because I was invited to a media parley by the Christ Embassy Church, and that's what is said in the media parley today, that Nigerians should hold on to God. You know why I say this is been saying pray for your country, pray for your country. So the Christ Embassy also re-echoed that today. That's, prayer is the key to do that. So in the media parley, pastors and evangelists spoke on the importance of the gospel, as well as how people will benefit from the gospel every day. In fact, I remember what one of the pastors said. He said that people are wondering why Nigeria has not broken up or why Nigeria has not scattered. That when they say Nigerians pray too much, that truly that prayer is working very hard. Because with the kind of thing that Nigeria is going through, that a country that does not pray cannot go through this and still remain the same. Do you believe so?
No, what is wrong with us is our mumu. Not prayer, our mumu.
All right.
God did it.
So you don't believe that our prayers have been working to ensure that these things happen?
What has kept Nigeria together is our mumu. We don't know our right.
But you think that religion hasn't played a part to that?
No, I don't think so. People that are even more religious, they didn't dare fight. I know that. So
because as a matter of fact, in that gathering they mentioned that there is a particular daily devotional that they have. Let me not ask now, so it doesn't look like, even though it's a charity work, but everybody knows that Rhapsody. They believe that every that they share free Rhapsody to leaders in Nigeria and all that. So that when people use those daily devotionals, that it helps to bring them closer to God and remind them that no matter what happens, irrespective of the challenges, we have to keep the peace alive, so that our country can be one.
Precious.
Sir.
The head of that church you mentioned,
yes, sir,
his own family, are they in peace?
Sometimes things happen. Life happens. Life happens.
So that is
so they believe that many of them they believe that through the teachings of the Rhapsody and the Realities book, that they often find comfort and inspiration from practical wisdom to navigate life's difficulties with faith and resilience, as they anticipate that the atmosphere of God's presence would of course make everything possible, because with God all things are possible. So this is telling us back to keep praying. Even the president's wife said we should keep praying. I'm sounding like my former governor now. You're not really echoing it. Even the president's wife said we should keep praying. So if we keep praying for our country, things will perhaps someday get better.
While we are praying, they are exploiting our virtues, our destiny.
Are they?
The people you are praying for, did they pray? It's you that they are deceiving, you that they are exploiting that is praying. Meanwhile, they don't pray. Their own prayer is to exploit you more and more. Religion is opium of the mind. There's now when you smoke too much opium, you just remain immobile. You be looking like mumu.
That is when you smoke too much opium. You had to say smoke though. That caught me below the belt. That caught me. I didn't see that.
Is that not true?
I didn't see that.
Have you seen a drunken man before? He's very sober, very sober. Look at the man who is high with all these substances. They are very sober. So we remain cool and quiet to your own. That is the time the exploiters will now come to you and say, okay, he's not sober. Go and do this. Go and obediently you will do what they ask you to do. Sharp.
Because the body don't come.
That's why we are the Western world, my dear. Do they pray half of what you pray?
Lie.
So why are they moving forward?
I don't even know. Why are they moving forward?
That will tell you that God is even in fact you are suffocating God with your prayers. Seriously.
All right, but Mr. Darlings is okay. Honorable, quench the mic. Sorry, quench the mic. Let me run them through the hot topics that we have this evening. Lagos, on the hot topic this evening, CAC registration. Please to go after illegal POS operators. That's a thing. Senate amends NDLEA Act. Approves death penalty for manufacturers of dangerous drugs. If you manufacture any drug with it dangerous, you would be death penalized. All right. Detained journalist Daniel Ojukwu will be released soon, according to police, as of course Shaware and the rest of them storm the police headquarters to demand for his release. That's also in the news. And then IMF cautions Nigeria against CBN Act amendment. This one I want amend on an act. More that they careful. That's what IMF talk, right? And so something interesting happened in Benin I'm sure you would have heard that story from Benin City. Well, about Oba and then the Obaseki situation, right? Well, Palax functionaries present as court admits BTC in suit against Benin monarch. And as if that is not over, a developing story in that, another upcoming story says Edo government denies involvement in suit against Benin monarch. Say not be we carry Obagu court to owner of demolished beach business. Owner of demolished business beach declares support for Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. Don't ask me which of the beach. We'll know which of them. Don't ask me which. I wanted to still ask me which of the beaches, but I just realized it to sound funny, right? Okay. All right. You know that, right? Okay. And then moving on, Rep direct CBN to suspend cyber security levy. Yay! So no more cyber security levy.
Why are you clapping?
It's good news now.
Have they obeyed it?
Rep has demanded.
Even
it's a directive. It's not even. It's a directive.
The NEPA tariff, they said they should. Have they suspended it?
They reduced it by 20. They reduced it by 8%.
You heard that the National Assembly want to discuss it.
House of Reps said they should suspend it.
Good.
But they now reduce it by 8%.
That's NEPA on their own. On their own. Why
they had to remove 8 naira for us.
What is it now? Even when they agree that you start removing anything, so you can imagine. This National Assembly is so. I don't know how to describe them. You gave us that. Don't do this thing. They went ahead on their own. Precious.
Sir?
A country of lawlessness is not good. I'm telling you. The lawlessness, all institutions in Nigeria, when it comes to exploiting the people, they don't waste a minute. Are they not supposed to strengthen all those things, all those loopholes that are in this band, A band, B band, C band, D, which does not make sense? So,
Barrister Darlington, you have a field to talking about this. But there's another interesting news. Daddy, oyoyo, our president is back. You're not happy with me?
Did you see when he came back?
But he's back. There was a video of him walking to his office.
Anybody can walk into office anytime.
All right, Lagos, these are the hot topics that we have today. Let's quickly take a breather. We'll be right back as we begin to dissect them.
The hot critical analysis and top trending topics of the day. Join Precious, Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on The Evening Rush.
Lagos, you are welcome back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Welcome back. So, Barrister Darlington, our president, is back. That is a cheerful news. But let's get straight to business, right? So let's start with these POS operators. What did you got? Biscuits and bread. Barrister Darlington, his fault son. All right, so let's move forward. The federal government has said mandatory registration of point of sales operators nationwide will reduce kidnapping and help security agencies arrest recipients of ransom payments from kidnapped victims. Now, it also vowed that security agencies would go after POS operators who fail to comply with the directive to register with the Corporate Affairs Commission after July 7, 2024. And I have lots of questions in my mind, but let me just go through the story. The Registrar General at CAC, Hussaini Magaji, disclosed this at the formal launch of the CAC registration of agents and merchants fintechs on Wednesday, yesterday in Abuja. The event also marked unveiling of 24-hour service center to help prospective applicants get a prompt response to inquiries and approvals. The government had, through the commission on Monday, issued a 2-month registration deadline for POS operators to register as corporate bodies with the commission in line with the legal requirements and directives of the Central Bank of Nigeria. So, Barrister Darlington, how possible is it that people who control a lot of money, these POS operators, the operators, there are times that you can even say you want big money from them and they give you. Yes. How come they are not registered? So that means you cannot even monitor what they are doing.
Good.
I am just hearing this for the first time. So how come? Sorry, sir. So how come they are giving that POS machine? That's POS machine now without any proper registration process that can, you know how we register a SIM card and do BVN so that any transaction that is run through your account will be known that this account, now this money moved from Darlington to here. How come there is no proper checks and balances like that?
Because they are coming from the banks. The banks want to make money. Most of them are agents to the bank. So it is between them and the bank who want to make money. They are agents of most of the banks.
Is that why they have cash and you cannot have cash, access cash from the bank?
That is it. The banks will supply them those cash as they are bringing returns.
Really?
Yes. That is what happened. Oh, you didn't know before?
Mm-mm.
When they were doing this NIM, that the deadline was in March, Abi, 1st of March. When they say if you are not linked with your bank account, they will close the account or something like that last month. Do you know that it was during that period that I discovered or I had, and it was reported in the news that over 2 million bank accounts have been operating without BVN, and they are going to close them. Are you not surprised? Over 2. Look at when BVN started. They've been operating over 2 million. When I heard it, I said, this Nigeria, there is nothing that cannot happen. Over 2 million bank accounts without BVN. It is now they want to close them. And I know they will not close all of them. Precious will quote me, they will not close all of them. Is it not this Nigeria? Now the POS operators are saying that by the time they register them, that their money will be higher, so will not be buying money. You know, we're buying money with them, right? That will not be buying money the way we buy it again. That the way we buy money now will be higher. How about that? So and I'm wondering how registration will affect the price we buy money. Hold on now. The other people that they got registered, how come? No, I don't know they're doing the same business. All these ones are lame excuse. Very, very lame excuse, because there are many businesses that are passing through these POS machines that even banks are shocked. All these underhand dealings and all that, it passes through such channel because they don't have a limit. They don't have a limit. If you want 10 million naira, they will do it for you. If you want 20, they will do it for you. That POS, as long as they are backed by a bank, my dear, they are in business. That is Nigeria for you. There is nothing you do here that have a standardization. The process is skewed in favor of those who have a sharp leg, who can waka, who can go and talk to the higher mountain, and then just phone call, you are in business. It is when the problem comes, they now go back to the drawing board and start looking for scapegoats. It is like that. Were you not told here by Pantami that with the NIM, criminal kidnappers will no longer operate? We will track them. We will do this. We will do that. Please, is that not what we are told? I didn't know what happened.
There is another good news. So that takes us to the good news of the suspension of the cybersecurity fee. Because
is that a good news?
It's a good news now. He's been suspended. They say go now. We shouldn't be happy.
Pressure. Sir? Go and ask the banks. Go and ask customers what is going on with their transactions. Even there are exemptions. Transactions are not supposed to be deducted, but they are doing it in the bank as I talk to you now. When they say suspend, my dear, nobody is suspending anything. Go and check your record in the bank and see whether they are deducting this thing or not. I say go and check. In the newspaper yesterday and today, they listed those exemptions that cannot be taxed. But I'm telling you, the banks are taxing them now. Who has time to go and check account details? Most people don't have time now. That was what they were doing to Innocent Motors. One bank was deducting money up to 24 billion naira of that man's money. The man never knew until something happened, and he now took it to these forensic auditors. 24 billion. The man who floored them. They went to State High Court. He won them. Federal High Court. He won them. They went to appeal. He won them. They went to Supreme Court. He won them. That was when the bank.
That one with Innocent and one Orange Bank.
So the bank now said, no, we cannot pay you this money. Or you buy shares with it.
Because the money too much.
Precious. Sir? That is Innocent. And because he's a big boy, he didn't feel. Mention one person whose account if they will remove that kind of money, I will not go broke. 24 billion naira. So do you think it was only innocent that they were doing that into? There are many Nigerians, they don't care, they don't know. What they are telling you, what they agree. When you come and withdraw money, you don't even know what happened with your account. You just withdraw money and go. from year to year you don't ask for your statement. So how will you know? They are exploiting. I told you here that.
So now by this cybersecurity levy, now that means I cannot just want to hear that 150 naira disappeared from my account to another account.
My dear,
that means
it's happening. No, don't deceive
the NSA and CBN will be able to explain to me why that my money moved anyhow.
Let me even ask you, Precious.
Yes, sir.
This Nigeria, my people pay for lack of knowledge. Precious,
sir.
They say it's cyber security. Is that not true?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now listen. If your money is missing from the bank, or this Yahoo boss hash into your account and then hack into your account and withdraw money and all that, please, will you sue NSA? Because you are paying for cyber security.
To me, that cyber security is like insurance for my money. It's like insurance.
That's where we are
it's like
going.
a subtle insurance.
Good.
Because I am paying ahead. Good. So I wouldn't want. That's why I told you that I don't want to hear news that by mistake. Any 50 kobo. But then, Barrister, let's even look at it. Now that we're talking about
even the people that swore that they will protect your life and your property.
Now that we're talking about it, we do know that there are countries that you don't have to pay all of these charges, right? But yet, if there is any mistake of such charge or debits in your account, the banks first of all refund your money before they now face the person who did the thing. Why is it that our banks in Nigeria cannot function in such a way? See the issue of Sean George, by the way. She came out the other day to about 3.6 million naira. Her last card removed from her bank. Transferred to a particular name. The person's name exists, and the account number exists, and the person banks with a particular, fintech or whatever. So how come with those information from the debit she saw, and the bank is still telling her they can't trace the person?
Yeah, of course.
That it is not their responsibility. Money that I put under your care, I just did the entire 3.6 million wiped off my account, and you're telling me you cannot do anything. But in a saner climb, what those banks would do is to quickly refund you your money first, and then now go ahead and make the investigations or do the investigations and find whoever it is that's the culprit. Why do we operate this kind of system?
It's because there is no sanction. I'm telling you, all this technology, firewall and all that, nobody know about it, Abi. So with all those protection and all that, your money is still missing. Do you know how much they claimed that missed last year from people's bank? The bank said they lost to scammers.
And then how much did they make in profits? Remember that they also declared huge profits too. So how come they're declaring profits when their customers are losing money?
So this money, this deduction they are doing here and there, is the money they are declaring as their profit.
That's an allegation, sir.
Because
I cannot. That's your own words. I can't answer that.
Hold on now. Since they said that they lost so amount of money to scammers, your customer that their money are missing under your care, where did the money go to? The illegal deductions you are making, who authorized you? Is that not going into your purse? Is that not what you are declaring at the end of the day? Your answer now. Go and mention any bank that is free from this infamy. Mention one bank. All of them are guilty. Unnecessary deductions they make in your account. And yet, do you know if you remove 100 naira from up to 1 million people, do you know what that means? In a week, in a month, in a year. Do the calculation now. These are where they are making all this money, but nobody is paying attention to. Okay, when you now say they remove 50,000 naira from your account, by the time you finish the wahala, you would have spent almost 200,000. Is it worth it? That's why some people say, make the carry and they go. They make them they go. I live and for God. They will do the same thing to Mr. A, do it to Mr. B, do it to Mr. C, just because you don't have the time to pursue this matter. If you leave them and go to another bank, it's the same thing. They are all guilty of these things. All this illegal deduction because there is no sanction. There is no sanction. So this cyber security, I ask you again, when did NSA become a money-making venture for government? Are you not supposed to be in control of security?
That is why it is security now. Cyber is also securing our cyber.
Look, it has to do with finance. And you have the banks, they have rules and regulations. Let them take it, let them handle that. You are dealing with this violent extremists and all that. That is what national security.
So what this means is that the whole thing that former Minister Issa Pantami put us through,
in fact,
registering for NIN and assuring us that would help us track, it was just useless.
Okay. But when they were doing it here, I said it here that this thing would not solve the problem. They say, let us do it. Even people contracted the COVID-19 when they went to do that thing.
Yes.
And that's when we are avoiding crowd.
All right, Barrister Darlington, let's quickly move on to other stories. Now you mentioned CBN. I wanted to tell you that I stopped by the COP briefly today to the hearing as Emefiele's case was adjourned again, was heard today and then subsequently adjourned. So the court, started this morning with the judge, the lawyer to Emefiele, requesting for an appeal of some of the judgment that were made last. I think one of which was the court's decision to hear the case in the first place. He said when he was asked by journalists the last time whether or not they would let it fly, when the judge said they have the standing to hear the case, and he said, well, he'll speak to his client and then they will get back. But the judge, however, went ahead to grant them the approval to appeal the judgment if they wanted to, the judgment of the 29th of April. And then there was a cross-examination of that witness that they saw that day, and they asked the witness a lot. Remember that witness is supposed to be a director in CBN.
We were talking about bribe.
Exactly. So the cross-examination today was I told you that Emefiele's lawyer is skanky in asking questions with what I saw in court today.
He's an old hand.
Of course, the person in question, right? So there were lots of questions, and the man first started by asking him, like, as his director in CBN and the department that you're in charge of, have you ever been involved in giving out contracts? He first said, I do it under the risk. No, have you before, because did you take over that position before? Were you in that position before Emefiele came in? And then did you ever give out contracts before Emefiele came in? Bottom line is it was a yes after the rigmarole.
Yeah, of course.
And then there was a lot of let me leave the case since the case is still sub judice, but it was a very interesting session. And then again, EFCC's lawyer stated that the issue before the judge, he did. The witness, there was another witness that was also brought up. That particular witness said he was the one who gave a $600,000 bribe to Emefiele. And then Emefiele's lawyer looked at him, you're very young and very rich. I don't know, perhaps. Maybe the next question may be, how you get all this money at your early age to give $600,000? And he also did appeal to the court that if the court can help him retrieve his money back now that he's in court. The case was adjourned to 17th of April. Yes, case was adjourned to 17th of April, by the way. So we're looking forward to seeing how that case will go as we move forward. I just got to give you a heads up.
He gave a bribe of
$600,000. That's over 240 million naira during Emefiele's time. Waiting the person they do for you will give that kind of bribe.
Exactly.
He said he was under duress or something like.
What the case is with him? He gave you bribe.
the case is adjourned to 17th, and then let's see how that goes on the 17th.
God Almighty. The man don't say he don't implicate himself.
No.
Don't worry.
Does that mean implication?
Yes, now because you are offered bribe. Didn't you know? You just confess now that you offered bribe. Yes.
So that means
you don't enter. Yes.
All right. So let's go to other conversations. Here, the Senate has pegged then hammer and put them there, stamp them. Death penalty as punishment for those involved in the manufacture, processing of dangerous drugs, and those who engage in trafficking of hard drugs in the country for people to consume. Barrister Darlington, did you hear it well?
I heard it.
Just hold on and let me repeat it again for those who may not hear, who may not have heard. That the Senate pegged death penalty. That is anybody where manufacture drug wey no good for body, where they make our children the mumu, or e be say na you follow process am, or e be say you traffic am. That is you follow market am, you sell am, or you even be say you push am, or anyhow you sell am to somebody else. Say na death penalty. That is you go die. Barrister Darlington.
They just talk about be there for law.
That's what they put them now. They don't put now. Then they amend the law now, so they amend them. So the Senate has also approved 15 years imprisonment without the option of fine for those who consume hard drugs. For you, when they take hard drug, what's in the those ones they call these days loud. People who take all those things say for you to take them, as you open your mouth and finish, just go relax or curriculum for 15 years.
You call the one where you sabi.
Only the one I don't hear before.
You reach 20.
I don't know.
Check bango.
Oh, now go they teach me these things. A local woman does not understand all of this.
Go, she make them tell you.
Hey. Okay. So Ina says, in view of the havoc, because of the havoc created by the substance and the drug abuse in the country, that it is now important to ensure that we nip it in the bud, that will control it. So that's why they are amending this NDLEA Act, so that the punishment will be more severe, and that would be potential, that this could potentially destroy the country if it continues like this. Approvals by the upper chamber was equal to the consideration of reports of the committees on judiciary, human rights and legal matters, and drugs and narcotics on the amendment of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Bill 2024, presented by Senator Mohammed Tahiri Mangunu, APC Borno State. Now, according to the Senate, the amendment became very imperative because it is the majority of the youth that are engaging in the drug and substance abuse, sometimes innocently as a result of peer group pressure. These days I hear that they even put something inside biscuit. Ordinary biscuit you go chop. It is say they chop cookie, something there inside. Cake self. You go party then share cake. Just be careful, and that's how you become an addict. So this should be a very laudable development, right?
Are you serious?
Shouldn't it be? Isn't
really?
it?
Precious.
It is good now, because if you don't get better punishments, people no go stop them.
Please, Precious.
Sir?
You remember after the war, there was too many robbery incidents. All these soldiers who left the war, they have nothing to do another. Even the gun they used to fight the war, they didn't return them. So they use it and enter town. Then the firearm tribunal came in and all that. People were being shot at Bar Beach. In the villages, when they catch you, they go and shoot you in your village, in the glare of your family members and all that. Please, did this stop the robbery? Did this stop the robbery? That is why I tell these people, when they're in that place, they think that they know everything. Let them go and study how people build their nations, how people build their society, not by these rhetorics. If they are doing the proper thing, Precious, nobody will have time for hard drugs and all that. Even if they want to, it will be minimal. Why didn't they include anybody, any politician who will induce this youth with hard drugs to go and do damage, to go and destroy things? That person will be equally be shot, or yes, that he will face a death sentence. Any society, any politician who will get appointment and start mismanaging the money in his care, stealing the money, the one that will very clear, you don't need to go to court, that person should be shot at the stake. Why can't they put such a law, Precious? Do you know how many of our money that are in the hands of few people in Nigeria? I mean, money. That money can transform this country 10 times over. They are not talking about that one. That money can even reform this youth, make them to be productive, create wealth for these children, this youth. You have forgotten. It is an idle brain that is devil's workshop. Look at the unemployment rate. Who caused it? It is the same leader who's supposed to manage the economy. They stole the money. Now we are going to court, going to all these places, going to look for the money, suspending this person, investigating this person. At the end of the day, they will just say, plead bargain. That one will go with their loot. Your former attorney general, where is he now? Alant, he ran away. If his hands are clean, will he run away? I mean, Attorney General Malami. If his hands are clean, will he run away? Look at the amount it was alleged that he stole. Alleged, but he ran away. By the time everything cooled down now, he will come back and even contest election and continue where he stopped. They didn't make laws against all these things. They did not make laws against it at all. They didn't. These drugs, they come in either through our port or through our airport. The government officials are there. How did they come in? Was it not the official who took bribe and looked the other way and this thing came into the country? No, answer me now. Or did it fall from the sky? Why didn't they make such a law? Remember this woman in China who was negligent in her duty. It was an equivalent of NAFDAC in Nigeria. She didn't do due diligence, and the particular milk substance got into the market and killed the Chinese children. The Chinese government said that she took bribe. That's why she did not do due diligence. That man did not go through the proper channel before he entered into the market. What did they do? They shot her. Why the whole world were pleading on that? Chinese government shot her. They shot her at the stake. Because she killed people. Look at what these people have done to us, Nigerians. They didn't make laws against all these things. So, oh, really? Precious. Please, can you defend these people that none of them take this thing? Can you come now and tell me that all these people now who are making that none of them takes all this substance? Is it possible? When what's his name? NDLEA chairman said that all politicians should go through drug tests. Did they not kick against it? The man said it now. Because when you hear some of the things they are doing, when you see what somebody, you ask yourself, this person that did this, is he actually acting with his normal sense? Because there are things you will hear like this. You ask yourself, come, you mean a normal human being will do this? And he calls himself a leader. If he's not acting under the influence of something, what else will make him to do this type of thing or perform in this manner? That was why the man said all of them should go through drug test. Why didn't they include it? That all of them in that National Assembly, everybody, all the political appointees, all of them, they should go through drug tests. And let us see how many of them that will be clean. Oh, is that not supposed to be part of the law, Precious? The people you say is a good news, you are clapping for them, Abi. I will not clap. Oh. Precious, I will not clap until all of them go through drug tests. The one that to survive, we cannot clap for them. Because what they are doing is abnormal, completely abnormal. It's not possible for a normal human being to do what they are doing. It's not possible. If they are not under the influence of something. So let them not go there making law. How many people will be shot? How many? How many of them, how many people will be shot in Nigeria if you want to go through that route? They shot them at the stake. If you do this, if you do that. What if that sorry, what if that thing is stress to you? What will you now do? All the people that they hired assassins to go and kill for them for political reasons. Oh yeah, those people, what should they do for them? All the political assassination that have happened, was it not induced by somebody? Nobody talking about that one, Abi. That one is not a crime.
All right, so Barrister Darlington, let's go straight to other conversations. Now, talking about crime and freedom of speech. Okay, so the Federal Capital Territory City Police Commissioner, Ben Igwe, has assured that the detained reporter with Foundation for Investigative Journalism, FIG, Daniel Ojukwu, would soon be released from detention. However, there was no date to his, for his release.
Oh God!
You recall that he's been arrested since May 1. And he stayed more than 24 hours, 48 hours. He's still not charged to court, and there's still no clear, reason why he's held perpetually. He was held on the ground that he went against cyber law. Okay,
which is cyber law?
They say should be now cyber now Nigerian. Your cyber security law be cyber before you make me call cyber security.
What is that supposed to mean? what he wrote, is it true or false? That is the first question. This thing happened under Buhari. Remember, yes. That woman paid money into a restaurant, and the guy traced it. Investigative journalism. After now, they say Nigerian journalists are lazy. They don't do this. They don't. That's
the reason I raise this conversation because for those of you, so you people don't even do research. You don't even do this. When you finish talking now, the next thing is that you're docked off. you're locked up somewhere.
No, it doesn't matter.
You can't move.
It will deepen your profession. It will deepen it.
Yes. Darlington.
So the man did a very good job. I expected the woman to take him to court for either libel or character assassination or whatever, slander. Go there, the laws are there. You don't need to incarcerate him. You are trying to intimidate him. You are trying to make him change his mind. But the story he wrote, is it true or false? That is the first question anybody should ask.
So whether or not his actions contravene the cyber crime law, it doesn't matter. As the police
which contradiction? Look,
that he breached the Nigeria's cyber crime law.
He did not breach anything. Why haven't they taken him to court? No, why have they not?
And then the police commissioner keeps saying that no matter who you are, because you're a journalist does not mean that, because there were a lot of protesters today at the police headquarters from, well-meaning.
Look at what they are saying. Yes. They said he will soon be released.
He will soon. In fact, as a matter of fact,
they didn't say that he will soon be charged to court. He will soon be released.
As a matter of fact, he said that he's the CP and that he's in charge of the police in Abuja, so he's in charge of the DIG, he's in charge of everybody there, so that he's going to talk to the CID and the DIG and to make sure that they foster his release. But really? There was no date stated specifically as to when. But then a lot of people, just like you just mentioned, a lot of people are already, civil society organizations that were present, in fact, said a lot. They said a free press and public participation are fundamental pillars of our democracy, and this doesn't look like we're in clear democracy. And they said that the continuous silencing of journalists and civil actors or civic actors who hold power accountable undermines the provisions of sections 22 and Section 39 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, which guarantees freedom of the press and freedom of expression. As a matter of fact, they're even contravening, I think, Section 39 of the Constitution again, because they're holding him, Section 34, 35, and I think 41 of the Constitution, by holding him, they're going against his human rights,
of course,
basically, by holding him perpetually without taking him to court.
Of course.
And
that is why, if that guy come out, he should sue them. I'm telling you, if he come, he should sue them, because there was no need. Look at what they are saying. He will soon be released. I thought you said if people contravene something, I take him to court and let us see whether you are going to win. You see, when they don't have a case against you, they just intimidate you. He will soon be released.
So do you think that this is a pure intimidation and harassment as the civil society organizations are alleging?
That is nothing else. Because if they are sure of what they are saying, he should have been in court. In fact, 2 days after, he should have been in court. Let them tell me that what he wrote is false. That is what I want to hear. Remember the other man who was even arrested? He resigned because the company went to go and apologize to the whatever, and that angered the man. He left. The editor left. You remember he was arrested. Is it not one Ojo also? One Ojo. Remember one Ojo?
So, Barrister Darlington, a lot of the civil society organizations are not happy about the situation. They said that they unequivocally condemn Daniel's abduction and unlawful detention as unconstitutional, illegal, immoral, and unbecoming in a country that claims to practice democracy. Their words are not mine. They further said that they maintain that for Nigeria to claim its status as the continent's largest democracy, its institutions and law enforcement agencies must uphold established standards and procedures consistent with democratic norms. Until then, Nigeria cannot reconcile the title of the largest democracy in Africa. So if we don't do the things we're supposed to do to show, say, we'll be really the largest democracy in Africa, we'll not go fit, because it be like say we need to uphold democracy by our actions.
With democracy, is that not why you are boasting here? Biggest economy in Africa. What happened at the end of the day?
Okay, so speaking about biggest economy now, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has cautioned against the proposed amendment of the Act establishing the Central Bank of Nigeria, calling rather for the strengthening of the Apex Bank. So instead of you to amend the CBN Act, BICO, you can rather strengthen the bank, Gongo. So the position of the fund was contained in the article of the consultation, I think Article 4, staff consultation report of the board governors of illegal organization, which was released in Washington, D.C. I think that was this afternoon. It said directors supported the authorities' intentions to shift to an inflation targeting regime and recommend strengthening central bank independence and communication to ensure successful transition. They recommend caution regarding amendments of Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Act that might weaken the central bank's autonomy. So instead of amending it, please just strengthen the central bank. They encouraged further progress in implementing the outstanding recommendations from the 2021 Safeguard Assessment. Well, they said a lot. Barrister Darlington, do you think, you're a lawyer, so do you think that amending the Central Bank Act will not be good enough for the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Precious. Yeah? Precious. It's unfortunate, seriously. So any government that comes to power, you now amend the CBN Act just to suit your own purpose, so that the man there will be at your own beck and call, at your whims and caprices. Is that what they're telling me? Any government that come now, you amend the CBN Act just to favor you, just so that the man there will be dancing to your tune. Can you just imagine what is wrong with the act as we have it today? What is wrong with it? You can imagine. So we can continue to amend every law. Any government that come, no, I don't like this particular CBN Act. Oh yeah, may amend it so that I can have access to whatever I want to do with the CBN. You can imagine. So how long are you going to continue to amend the act? In fact, every other act. You see the problem we are creating for ourselves. Even our constitution, how long have they been amending this constitution? All because somebody wants to be accommodated so that he can use the law against you. Nothing else. They plan ahead. When they come in and discover that a particular act will now hamstring them, it will not allow them to exercise the power they want to exercise, they will now look for a way to amend it so that it will suit their purpose. And people will not see anything wrong with it until they start implementing it. You now say, you don't look at it, is there in the CBN Act now? Look at it, is there in the Constitution now? You can see that we don't want to make progress in life. It's like we have sworn not to make progress. Seriously. So every time anybody comes into office, something must be amended to accommodate him. Can you just imagine? Precious, can you just imagine? Is that how to make progress? No, tell me, is that how to make progress? Mention any institution today that is strong in Nigeria. Mention one. None of them. Even the so-called EFCC that everybody say, yes, it will help us to fight corruption. It will know that initially when this thing came, the fear of EFCC was the beginning of wisdom. Today, people even say, let's go to EFCC. They don't even fear it, nothing. They don't fear anybody. They commit crime with so much impunity and arrogance. Some will even say, let's go to court. This is somebody who stole your property. You are holding him, or you have it. He said, no, you will not release it until you get to court. And even when you get to court, he will not release those things. You remember that governor in Zamfara, whom they called to say he should release all the vehicle in his compound. He said he will not release it. Over 30 cars. He said he will not. Precious. You people have a problem, seriously.
You mean your people? Sorry.
You people have a problem.
You're Nigerians.
Do you see why I told that God is tired of you people? Seriously. How can any normal woman be behaving in such a manner? You stole government property. They are there in your compound. The court say release. They say you will not. What other else? How do you now describe provocation and arrogance? A governor, 30 cars in his compound. Somebody is holding money. He even saw he will not release it until we get to court. Can you imagine? In Nigeria.
All right, Barrister Darlington, let's go. Since we're talking about court matter now, I like the way you're just leading me on, right? So here I heard that there was heavy presence of security operators as palace chiefs, members of the Benin royal family, priests, priestesses, and well-wishers of the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolokpolo Oba Iware II, today Thursday, stormed the Edo State High Court, Sapele Road, where the suit challenging the authority of the Oba over the status of Enigye. Enigye is like dukes. The dukes is being challenged by some of them who have been suspended. Some of the dukes who were suspended. So the case, it gets as it be, and it trended so much on social media. People were like, Onani the fear. You know how the Benin people revere their king.
Oba, yes, no.
That you have the mind, the audacity, and the impetus to carry the Oba to court. Hey,
and the Oba obeyed.
Humbly so.
Unlike those who are hiding.
Humbly so. So this matter caused a lot of issues. So now let's talk about tradition a little bit, Barrister Darlington. If truly the Oba defaulted in any way, or a king, let's not even call the Oba, if a king defaults in any way, do we say that because of our traditions we would not be able to call or take the king to court?
No, there are things that had to do with tradition. Even Jesus Christ said he has come to fulfill the law, not to abrogate it. So even the Jewish law, Jesus Christ operated within it. Every tradition and culture are well preserved. That is the identity of the people. Like the Jewish law and custom is there till tomorrow. There is a particular time in a year when every Jewish man goes home for the feast of Yom Kippur and all that. They don't joke with it. So it is there. So that about Benin, if you know the history, how powerful that is Benin Kingdom spread up to Lagos now, up to Ghana, up to Dahomey.
Oba said it the last time he came to Lagos.
That was a very powerful institution. That was why the British, they dreaded the Oba of Benin. No, they couldn't conquer them. That was why they deported, I think, Overeme. They deported him to Calabar.
Oh, Oba Ogbasi.
Yes, he was so powerful. In fact, the British, they can't look at him in the face. Oba of Benin. They were so powerful. And so that institution had been there. The tradition had been carried from generation to generation. And that is why that place, if you look at even the Oba's palace, you know it's a mud house. You now ask yourself,
so you cannot enjoy the comfort that other people enjoy. No, because he has to stick to the tradition.
No, that will tell you how strong it is. A mud house, beautified with even thatched roof. So you now ask yourself, this tradition that is for a purpose. There are things that you cannot do in Benin today. The Oba still have that authority of his ancestors. He can commune with them. They can tell him what is going on. As long as the tradition is preserved. So I don't see why anybody, instead of you to come and discuss, because there are avenues, there are platforms to discuss any traditional matter. Is that not true? You run to court, look at it. Politics don't enter Edo State. Edo traditional institution, politics don't enter there. They are looking for a way now.
So you believe that if there were actually grievances, they would have been settled traditionally,
of course, because if the man who calls them, he's still holding the staff of office. So that authority the ancestors gave him, is still there. If the man release it, and perform up the rituals, pressure, something will happen. I'm telling you, something will definitely happen, because that institution has been so strong over the years. You don't mess with it. Unlike this other one where they appoint Obas and appoint the Oba of Benin is not by appointment. It can never be. You cannot change it.
So you think that was just too much to do by those?
Yes, as a politics don't enter. And you have to obey the court and all that. The Oba had to go to court, but the consequences, pressure, the consequences, can you take it? Even the entire community, the entire Edo people, they will see those guys as
they said court full. Where we shall, in fact, the trend, the people say, a whole Oba, a whole Oba, you put not get fear, and not get fear like this.
That I'm telling you that the repercussion, they may not face it. Yes, now the people.
The government is denying that they don't have hands in it. That is these other people. Because people were accusing the governor Baseki that he's responsible for.
Will not come out and say, he will not come out and say it. But I am telling you, if the governor have the power that he's supposed to have, he would have called those people, don't do this. In fact, he would have intervened in that matter. So what is he trying to tell us? They don't know the importance of the Oba of Benin.
Okay, so Barrister Darlington, very quickly, let's go to Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. As Bolaji Ariyo, Mami Chula Beach's chief executive officer and one of the affected property owners in Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction, says millions stand to benefit from the project. So unlike others that are frowning that they destroy these things, say no, say they will gain plenty things. Those who they vex say they destroy property, make them calm down. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, had last week disclosed that the federal government would pay 2.75 billion naira in compensation to property owners affected by the demolition for the construction, spanning from Channel 0 to Channel 3. Revealing this information during a stakeholders meeting held in Lagos, he urged everyone to stop politicizing the project and acknowledge Ario, a Yoruba man, as the largest property owner affected. And that's him to, complain. For Ario, in a viral video interview with the Channel Television, said that he shared the project's vision, even if it causes inconvenience to his business. But say how in go do now, saying share the vision. So you see, so everyone, people are beginning to accept things in good faith.
Really?
So
precious.
Let me go straight to cybersecurity law. As CBN and the House of Rep have now directed the CBN to withdraw the circular directing all banks to commence charging of 0.5% cybersecurity levy on all electronics transactions within the country. And this was supposed to start when? Was it not on the night? Was it not today? Night. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the motion on the urgent. Okay. Supposed to start. So the motion on the urgent need to halt and modify the implementation of the cybersecurity levy was moved by a member representing Obiakpo constituency, Kingsley Chinda. The circular, which was directed to all commercial merchants, non-interest and payment service banks, among others, of course, that broke our heart on Monday. The levy shall be applied at the point of electronic transfer originating. So everybody really send the money, not supposed to pay. But now, in the motion, Chinda said the House notes that businesses which had said Section 44 subsection 2A refers to are listed in the second scheduled to the Cybercrimes Act of to be GSM service providers and all telecommunication companies, internet service providers, bank and other financial institutions, insurance companies, and the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So the CBN circular mandates all banks and financial institutions and payment service providers to implement the Cybercrime Act by applying the levy at the point of electronics transfer origination. That is from where they originate from, which is a cybersecurity levy, and remitting the same, of course, to the appropriate quarters. Now, he said that the wordings of the CBN circular leaves the directive to multiple interpretations, including that the levy be paid by bank customers. That is Nigerians against the letters and spirit of Section 44, subsection 2A, and the second schedule to the Cybercrimes Act, which specifies the business that should be levied accordingly.
Exactly.
The lawmaker noted.
Exactly.
So he's saying that this thing hold inside. We could just suspend them first. So we don't know, like you said, if the CBN would go ahead to obey the lawmakers and suspend this, or they would go ahead to implement it, because it's not the lawmakers that give directive to the banks, it's the CBN that gives directive. So what do you think, sir?
It's very wrong. Very, very wrong. Thank God the lawmaker pointed out the existing laws and how it has been contravened. I have just told you here that they have started collecting this money already, even without finalizing the issues at stake. The moment it had to do with taking money from people, they don't waste time in doing that. They don't. I just mentioned NEPA here. That issue, has it been finalized? The answer is no. But they are deducting it. Go and recharge and see whether I'm telling you lies. They are deducting it. You see what I'm saying? So all this illegality being committed by government is wrong. That is why the people don't have faith in government. Precious, when people know that you are cheating them, it will be because you know they are helpless, they can't do anything. But inside their heart, inside their mind, they are looking for a way to get at you. That is why when they see government property, they start destroying it. Because you have conditioned their mind that stealing is all right. Since the government is doing it to them, they will look for a way to do something that will embarrass the government. That is why people don't respect any government property. They feel this is the only way we can get our government for stealing my money, for cheating me. Everything, nothing is done decently, nothing. As to say, yes, this thing we tighten it up is okay. Like this band A, band B, band D, are they following it? The answer is no. Pretty sure they are not following it. And people are wondering, do you know how many people that cannot use light in their house even when there is light? They only put on one other fan and switch off the fridge. Because they have calculated their salary, everything. If they start recharging and using light, by the end of the month, in fact, they will not have light half of the month. And there is light too. They are looking at their prepaid meter, how it is running. They are looking at how much they are going to use to recharge. Is that a life? Please, is that how to live? The people we are dealing in such manner, do you think they are happy with you? They can never be happy. I have asked you here, this thing that they are talking about, it is the responsibility of the banks. Because all banks are insured. Your money is insured. But when your money is missing, what do? You can't even pursue it. So you believe that the bank supposed to be protecting your money. But how many of them protect your money? How many of them? This cyber security now, look, it is a waste of time and money. They told us that they are going to make 3 to 7 trillion naira. Are you serious? It is the money you are going to make, not how you make it that is important. It is the money you are going to make. Okay, the other money you have been making from tax, from crude oil and all that, where is the money? Pressure, where are the money? Is there any accountability? No. The subsidy they told you they removed, that they're making 1 trillion every month. Where is the money? You can see now. That is why people are not comfortable with these deductions here and there. Taking money from people unnecessarily. The one you took, you have not accounted for. We don't see the effect anywhere. Yet money is missing. Money is going. Whenever you feel like, you just collect money without going through the normal process, without going to National Assembly, no appropriation. You just collect money. Somebody told me that renewed hope for structural whatever fund. Where is the fund? Where is the money for that renewed hope structural fund? Where is it coming from? Who is going to pay money inside that place? Is it not through our national budget? Okay, is there anything like such a thing, like renewed hope structural investment whatever? There is not. Somebody woke up and invented it as an avenue to do whatever he likes with our money, and nobody is asking question. The transport Obasanjo established, have they finished with making use of it? Everybody just want to create their own world.
All right, President, phone lines
to your own detriment. To your own detriment. They create all these things. You think that it's for your own detriment, because the money will be coming from you, from all sources, and who is going to pay? Nigerian people. All
right, the phone lines are now open, Lagos. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations I've raised tonight. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. You can also call 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338. These are the numbers to call in case you're just joining us. Let me quickly run you through the hot topics that we've had this evening. CAC registration, police to go after illegal POS operators. And then Senate amends and DLE Act, approves death penalty for manufacturers of dangerous drugs. Both manufacturers and pushers. Detained journalist Daniel Ojukwu will be released soon. State police, Abuja police said that. And then moving on, IMF cautions Nigeria against CBN Act amendment. You also did hear that palace functionaries present as court admits BTC in suit against Benin monarch. That is Benin Traditional Council. That's the BTC. It's not Bitcoin, just so you know. Okay, moving on now. Edo government denies involvement in suit against Benin monarch. Say they are no day inside, they wash them off like Pontius Pilate. And owner of demolished beach business declares support for Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. Yes, you heard right. Owner of demolished beach business declares support for Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. And in case you're wondering who that owner is, Bolaji Ario is his name, right? Moving on to other conversations.
That was former Oshu, the local government chairman.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Reps direct CBN to suspend cyber security levy. And also they tell you that our president is back. Look at these are the hot topics. These were your hot topics for the day. Go ahead. Call us 0700 903 903 903 0817 175 6338. Hello, good evening to you. We missed you. How can we be starting with misfiring now? This is not good. Let's not start our day misfiring. Theo from Okota says, Precious, nothing. I said nothing was reduced in tariff increase by the electricity distribution companies, especially Ikeja Disco. What I got today when I recharged my light shocked me. If there is a reduction, how can I recharge 5K and receive a paltry 21 units? My heart is skipping. Before now, 5K was giving me 145 units. So where is the reduction you talked about?
I said it.
Very sad. Phil from Okota. Hey.
Yes, I said it.
Hey.
Criminal offense. Criminal offense. Our government will not look at it. I say, look, this kind of thing is very provocative. Seriously, you are just dashing people more. People are just exploiting you, collecting your money illegally. 21 units. That thing cannot last a month. But 2 weeks, you now go and buy.
Did you see the breaking of NLC minimum wage? That they said that I think it's 50,000 or how much you put for light, because you know that if you don't pay that amount, how would you really get good light? Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name, sir? Sir?
This is Kerry from Switzerland.
Kerry, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, Barrister Dalnite. There was
my brother.
Yeah, no. Actually, I don't even know where to start from, because I think Barrister Dalnite have already said everything. First of all, let me go on the issue of all these whole taxes taken from Nigerians. You see, it's a shame when the government are treating the citizens this way. It's so bad. And when the citizens revolt, they will say the citizens have started. How will you be taking money from their account? You don't even know how they work for those money. You're taking money to do security, whatever. But this should be something that the government should do on their own. You understand? Then coming to the part of people taking the Oba to court. In short, I'm sorry for those people, because I'm from Edo State. You understand me? And it's kind of a taboo what they are doing. Well, anyway, they should wait for the repercussion. They should wait for the repercussion.
Serious? Let's
just leave that aside. Really, just wait. They wait for the repercussion, because you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. It's very, very bad. It's bad. Because exactly. So yeah. So I don't really have much to say. Just to at least I will end with this: that when there's evil in the land, this is what we get. Good night from here.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right.
When you were struggling with the summer of Benin, wanted to rub shoulder with the Oba. Precious. And I don't want to go into that. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, beautiful, precious, and great Barrister Darlington. The bank knows these illegal POS operators because they are being used by the kidnappers and the banks themselves. Tony Chukwudi sent. Tony Chukwudi, are you serious? Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Please, now. I beg. Turn off, quench the volume for you.
I've done that.
When you call him, please be quenching it. As in, whenever you call, please, I'm telling you and others, once you call and it's ringing, just turn off your radio, please. The volume of your radio set.
Okay.
I've
done that. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I've done that. And Pastor Darlington, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
And I'm Pastor Machuka. I'm calling from Samaja.
You're welcome. Go ahead, sir.
I thank God for getting you people today. This is too hard for me.
Sorry. Congratulations to you. Sir.
I want to speak concerning people taking the offer to
court.
To court. So if let people leave Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 11. The only one thing I want to say is that this is the era of the Almighty God. The era of the gods have gone. Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 11. This is time of God. And God can use, the government is set up by God. And God Almighty can use anything. In fact, it is the government we used to take over so that people will serve Him. We want to serve the Almighty God. We want to appreciate Him and give to Him that will love Him. That's only what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
If you remove such traditional rulers, there will be chaos in the villages. So you don't know the job they are doing in those places. You don't. Until you now say there will be no Oba, no Igwe, no chief, no emir. Then you now know what is chaos. You now, so we cannot jettison our tradition and culture. Even in heaven, there is tradition and culture. That was why when Lucifer wanted to, God said, no, this place cannot contain us, so look for another space. He chased him out. So all these people who blame Bible, this Bible they wrote, the person that wrote it and brought it here, are you following what they are saying? Do you know that the Jews don't even read this Bible? Precious, are you aware? No, seriously.
They don't even like the name Jesus.
I'm saying they don't read the Bible. You can't see any Jewish man, but Jesus Christ came from a Jew ancestor.
All right. Hello, good evening, Barrister Darlington. In just a minute, let's take some more calls. Hello, good evening.
Yeah. Hello, Precious.
Sir?
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Tony. How you doing?
I'm good. Are you? Precious, today you find past even the way you take the laugh past anything.
Oh, Tony, you could leave me alone. Today we are tired, where I no get strength to talk. Now you heal me like this.
Tony,
you could stop whining me.
Which side are you on?
I don't know.
Promise is not here. You are not
because our daddy is back.
Daddy,
But did you see? Did you see?
You are not seeing the face of Precious. The time she was, talking about it.
I saw you. I was telling her, say, Precious, did you what?
How was my face? I was very happy, right?
Yeah, you are. In fact, you are too excited.
Daddy, today.
Maybe the French pies you came with, you collected one.
How did you know it's a French pie and not an English pie? Or Saudi Arabia pie?
All of them are pies. Now, Precious.
Sir?
Precious, you are talking about the POS, the illegal POS.
Yes, please.
Precious, there are so many bad eggs in the bank. I've been saying this. There are bad eggs in the bank. Precious, do you know that, like what Mr. Darlington was saying, do you know, times 5 naira, times 2 million.
You made million. When I go low,
it's 10 million.
Oh, that's for 1 week.
And when just one day.
Oh.
And when these banks, there are some accounts they are taking 2 naira, 3 naira. Nobody knows. They will say, oh, 2 naira.
Yeah.
But it's going up gradually. Times it by millions and every day.
Do you hear the amounts they declare in profit every year?
Listen, I told you here.
I'm coming. They made a huge amount of profit last year. The annual profit was huge. Now, think of you did say something that you maybe a mistake was made from account or account to another account, and they see the name of the bank, the details where that money went in, and they will tell you they can't do anything. Precious, it will never happen in an organized society.
It cannot.
It will never. And the banks in the Western world will never like to lose money from their shareholders and stock, because the moment you raise that thing up, it will affect them. They will definitely get that money back. They will bring it. So everything they are doing in Nigeria, look at.
Are you saying that there is a possibility, or the banks are generally capable of getting those illegal transferred funds back?
Yes,
of course,
because their counterparts abroad are doing that.
Yes, they have
100%. They have. Even if that money is here in Europe, they have the right to withdraw it back.
Yes. With this ICT technology era we are.
So why do they then leave? Why do they leave their customers helpless? Now, like the case of Shan George, why is she left helpless and made to be crying on the internet begging them?
That's the way they make money. They don't want because they don't want to lose their own money. That's the way they make money. Even the money that somebody will come. I have told you the other day that somebody, that the way you know how much you spend in a week, even with this hardship, and then all of a sudden money started going away from your account, 100,000, 50,000 every day, and before you don't use, the moment you go, even the bank's supposed to stop it. So all these kidnappers and everything, they will collect somebody's card and they are taking money from the card. And the bank allowed that money to be going. It will never happen in here. The bank will stop it. Or if after a while they will tell you put your PIN, or they will ask you some questions. and you have a limit for the day. Even if you expand it, and even if the person is the moment you go to the bank and say, please look at what happened, I lost my card, I'm not the one who did it, I tried to reach you, I couldn't reach you, I tried to stop it from the app, the bank will automatically walk and get that money back. And where that money goes, they will trace the person if it's a crime, and the person will be caught. Why is it that the whole ATM in Nigeria doesn't have a camera?
I wonder.
It does. It does.
Why is it that the camera is not working?
Okay, I don't know about working, but I know that there are cameras.
So every single ATM you see in the Western world, there is an inbuilt camera there. You don't see it.
That is the way our ATMs are now.
Then why is all this thing going on? And nobody can trace anybody. Precious.
I can go on and keep on telling you there is a lot going on. And I came back to Nigeria. I have an account that I see the activities. I have only I think it's 10,000 naira that is left there. I'm just trying to tell you what Mr. Darlington said, that our people don't care.
Don't care.
I told him I want to close this account. And I went there steady. They keep on telling me, come tomorrow, come today. I continue. Any day they told me to, I will be there. And I wait. One of them asked me, Ghana, now this money is not enough. It's not too much. I said, I need it. And at the end of the day, they gave me that money. I gave them 500 and took the rest and told my friend, let us go and drink. Now, this is not their money. It's my money. Close it. I am telling you, today, they haven't closed that account.
They have not closed it. Oh my God!
It's because our people don't. There are so many things they don't care.
Because when they want to list their customer, they will count you. You know,
included.
Yes, now they will count you because their account is there.
Do you know how much they are making from all this text message?
I'm telling you.
For some of us, we have to go and stop SMS and that from our phones. I said, just send me email. I'm more email savvy than I am message savvy. So please.
They don't want to do the Nigerian banks doesn't want to be active. The way there are other banks in other countries, the Western world are doing, opening insurance companies, so many things they are doing for you to be able to get the money, travel insurance, so they are making money from it, insurance for cars. There are a lot their banks here are doing in order to make money, but they don't want to do that. Rather, they are issuing an insurance they cannot set, like cyber crime or what they are saying 5%. That is a very big insurance they are doing, because if somebody his money is being tampered with, normally the Nigerian government, if a good lawyer will fight it, because they pay for it.
They pay. Now what cost?
All right, I appreciate you, Tony Chukwudi. Thank you so much.
It's unfortunate. There is no regulation. No regulation in Nigerian banks.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, sir, and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm the call from Igbo.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
I greet you. Precious.
Sir?
If I call it Saba levy, if I call it pocket levy, did I offend the law?
You are using speakerphone, Abi.
So your audio is not good. Are you using your earpiece?
No, I don't want to offend the media law. That's why I'm asking you, please.
Me, I cannot even answer your question.
You do not invest anything in me. You do not give me any capital. I also on the rain, on the storm, suffered with my sweat to put it in the bank. You want to take 5%, 5 naira. And if I want to withdraw it, you want to take 5%. Which kind of lazy man approach is this? The central bank telling us they don't know where again to generate revenue. When did the security agent become a revenue generation institution? Yeah? So if we do not go to school, these people will be treating us anyhow. My grandmother, where they for village, will wake up to go and put money in the bank. You come out 5 naira inside. How much is her profit? She want to put it, you come out. She want to withdraw it, you come out. Which kind of suffering is this? You never finish for tariff, you increase for life bill. and you put on this one again. Do they want to kill us or what? Make the civil society, where they fight for the civilian their rights, make them go after government for this one. We are not going to pay any money.
They have suspended no vex again now. Now because of an I make House of Reps suspend them. Sorry, brother. Sorry.
They will bring it back, my dear. They will bring it back, you. God bless you people. Thank you.
God bless you too. Thank you. All right. I take a few messages here. His Royal Highness BC Nwoko says it's surprising to know that the president has returned to the country without the usual mini owambe that always characterizes his arrival. Precious, please let it not be what I am thinking. God forbid. What I don't know what you're thinking, because I am sure that what I'm thinking is not what you're thinking. There is hunger and a great economic crisis in the country, and they are showing us the picture of our president walking to his office.
As if that was
to be honest with what is happening now, we need an action president, and the time to act is now. My greetings to Barrister Darlington. That's what he said. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Barrister Darlington, how can somebody think that what he's thinking is what I'm thinking?
Because I asked you when you are doing that yo-yo, I was asking you, I said, what is the jubilation? He didn't come back with anything. I said, now when daddy come back and share some goodies, then children will be jumping off that yo-yo. Is it the daddy that showing you picture? No airport ceremony, nothing. So let's take it like at least buy another guy told us he will come back.
Please help me turn off the volume of your radio.
Precious, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Good evening, Precious.
Good evening, welcome. Joval.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Good evening, my brother.
Let me talk to you before my enemies will end the call.
I beg talk quick.
Because they have targeted me and they are doing that. I will jump past them.
Go ahead, please.
Precious.
Sir?
Immediately by Saturday, started talking about this bank abduction. The thing touched you. I saw the way you were reacting. You see, this is what is pinching everybody in this country. It's pinching me. Which one did you just say that the House of Reps suspended now?
The cyber security now, that one that CBN announced on Monday.
Good.
They told them to suspend it.
That one is good. But that you know, when they do what
I may be your information minister. Just I know they pay me money as information minister. And they bring stories where they affect on our well because you'll be voice of the people.
The thing when you inform us, you never better alive. You never better alive.
This one, by say well done to them. They have done well stopping it.
Look,
but they have not done well in the essence where they left the law they are supposed to be taking and regulating what they are supposed to be regulating. I'm talking of National Assembly.
This is oversight function.
They left what they are supposed to be doing and began to legislate about whoever carries dog should be put to death. In fact, what by Darlington said was the first time I heard that news, my mind became completely disturbed. Why didn't they make a law to say that that the politicians that we can see taking our money, we've been advocating for capital sentence in this country?
Yes,
so what is delaying that one? Let them add that one so that we will jubilate and celebrate them.
Because that is the main thing destroying Nigeria. Corruption.
That is what we want to hear.
Stealing money.
People who are taking drugs and all of that. What is the work of NAFDAC?
Abi?
NDLA
is there.
What is the work of NDLA? Please, they should get there. In fact, if they are doing their job, Nigerians are not supposed to be asking, where did our president go? They are the people that should ask, where is the president? Why is he not in the office?
Exactly.
They don't know what they are doing there.
Exactly.
And the next 4 years, they will come and ask us to start voting. In fact, a lot of things are wrong.
All right, I appreciate
and again, Precious, before I drop, let me quickly say this, I beg.
Okay.
I want to say this one, I beg, before I drop. I don't know this issue of River State, your state.
Shebi, I don't come on River State for now. Today, did you hear River State story? Because I know Esther brought that gist to you guys. So me, I decided to leave it alone.
That is why I'm surprised. Why did you remove it now?
Why will I not remove it now?
Don't talk them now.
They don't talk already now. I won't kill you now for the same story. I don't want to choke you. You need to breathe.
We want to choke for River State because you are our sister. You are there.
Don't choke.
And it's their state.
Okay, you're doing well, Precious.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Jova. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening to you. All right, let me quickly run through some messages. Pretty Precious, goodbye, Barrister Darlington, and good day, good evening. You are a true believer. What you're telling Precious is true. Telling us the National Assembly is calling of the cybersecurity amount is a lie. They are charging
this is going on
light DSTV and others. So
they are charging.
Okay.
I'm telling you, an assembly will make a law. They will give directive. Nobody will obey it, and you will see it, and you don't do anything. It's so embarrassing. Then why are you there? Let them go. Let them go to their constituency and ask them, come. When you withdraw money the other time, can you give us your statement? Let us see what transpired in your account as evidence.
Okay. All right. Yusuf from Ejego says, good evening, VOP. My Access Bank debits me anyhow. There was a month they debited me twice for one particular reason. Is this not a cybersecurity issue? That's what he said. And you did say a lot. You said, Madam Precious, I am asking you this question. And let me go answer you because I'm the National Security Advisor. NSA Okoya. Okay. I heard the President Tinubu is back. Please, Barrister Darlington, where is our president coming from? Barrister Darlington, you're not the spokesperson of the gods.
No, he went to commune with the gods and is back.
Congratulations to the demolition. Hope we are looking through the lens of clarity, and those that went for Daniel Ojukwu, a journalist, will hunt for another as well. Well, I don't get that. Good evening, Precious. I salute Barrister Darlington. You see, these POS and the banks are giving Nigerian people BP because of many isn't safe. Those Yahoo guys use POS to withdraw money and can't be traced. Meaning POS are not registered. Regarding drugs, most of our leaders, okay, leaders could be traditional leaders. So I can stop. They say they cannot stop it. It's just what we all call. It's not getting sakamaje. What does that mean? Sakamaje. What does it mean, Barrister Darlington?
Sakamaja.
Okay. Hello. Good evening. Hi.
Hello, Precious.
Sir.
Good evening.
Welcome, sir.
It's Prince from Sweden.
You're welcome, Prince. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Good evening, my brother.
This is my first time of speaking to you. I've been calling, but I've not spoke to you before.
Chai, because where is my bell now? Precious.
Sir, where is it?
Clap your hand.
Arrested the bell.
Clap your hand.
The bell should be giving bail. That bell should be giving bail. Also,
clap your hand, though.
Oh yeah.
For a new.
Patawa for you. Patawa.
For a new convert.
Welcome. Go ahead, please.
You are wonderful. Precious, I want to ask. Do we really have National Assembly?
Why do we not have?
Is it an appendage to President?
We have, sir.
We have. Or is it on paper or is it really working?
I beg, Oga, no be jam question. I can't this work on the answer. Okay. No vex, sir.
Because because is it not the same National Assembly that they were there sitting when the electricity was increased? What did they do? Or is it the same National Assembly that somebody appointed their Senate President and the rest? That's why I'm asking, because I don't understand what is going on. We have strong men instead of strong institutions. There is no country in the world that their institution respect strong men. Everybody should respect the institution. How can an NSA be in charge of a levy? Whereas the constitution we are operating says that all the revenue must go to federal government. So who is NSA? I don't understand this kind of a thing. And it has to do with so if your money is missing, you have to go to NSA. NSA that will come today and go tomorrow, or the one that will stay. Which one?
No, when another government comes, they will change it.
When another government comes, they will change him. Yeah, so I don't know what we are doing as a nation. I don't understand this kind of a thing. Then we are talking about a journalist that was arrested. Is it not obvious? A sitting governor was thrown water can by police. Didn't all of us see it? Because of one man in Abuja is controlling, saying that I will not allow this man. He's my boy, and the police has to spray water can to a sitting governor. Like, seriously, I don't understand. So what do you expect the police to do? Everybody is exercising power, too much power in that country. We saw what happened in Delta State. Army investigating army. Does it happen in a very civilized nation? You are the referee and you are the coach at the same time. So nobody should question you. I don't understand.
Thank you so much.
So Precious, this is terrible. This is terrible. We just, that's why I said yesterday, we need to get our acts right. 2027. Not some people say, oh,
thank you. Thank you. Let's go now. Let's let you go so that others can jump in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening.
For us.
Good evening, Precious.
You're welcome.
Okay. Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. This is Jonathan calling from London.
Jonah.
How was your day?
It's okay. I thought
Okay. And regarding the suspension of the cyber security levy, it's a welcome development. So at least the National Assembly is lending their voice to it. And I appreciate that, despite the fact that they are the appendix of executive. So that is that. And regarding the Rivers situation, I know that Madam Precious didn't raise the Rivers case today, but I saw Fubara.
Okay. Your village people, they don't want you to talk about that matter because they don't want us to talk about it in this show. Well, thank you. We'll be going, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jonathan. All right. Clement from Magbon says, Badagry says, you people are doing great job. May God bless you. Nigerian Senate passing law of death sentence to hard drug manufacturer and consumers. Why can't they do same to corrupt leaders or people who embezzle public funds? In short, our senates are funny. Like that's what he said. I didn't write it. The Senate seems to want to turn us to paupers. The multi-taxation's worrisome. God help Nigeria. Adi from Mukafa sent in that message. And CY says, good evening, Precious and Darlington. There is nothing wrong in generating revenue internally. In fact, it is better than borrowing externally. The problem is in Nigeria is the economic situation do not justify the burden placed on citizens. This is my opinion. You know, say the economic situation not married the kind of thing where they give us, they're not tally. Cyber security payments is another indirect way of paying tax. I don't understand why, where this government is taking us to. Ibuka from Moshodi sent in that. And then, Precious, I beg, always endeavor to be... I'm giving too much time to callers. I should be reading messages, Abi. Okay, sorry, sir. I'm reading it now. As for the tariff, these these people have finally increased it. This is a government that doesn't have the well-being of Nigeria. So you said a lot. They will keep on. Barawa, Sahid from Barawa, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I can't read some of those words. And then Prince from Ilasa says, Precious, this government are enforcing some audio laws. That's your opinion. They are giving death sentence to people taking hard drugs. Precious, not taking, people manufacturing and pushing it. Those taking it, they say it's 15 years in prison you have to face. You now say, Precious, why can't they enforce the law that can sentence a politician to death if a penny is being stolen? That one, uncle. The word, he said the word stolen is an understatement. Governments don't use stolen, they use loot. Precious. If 100 million was looted, they use the word loot. If 200 billion was stolen, they will say alleged. They not be stolen, they say alleged. If 500 billion was stolen, they will say embezzled. Did they give money? Big grammar. That's what you said. Okay, I'll take more messages before my message people will wound me now because they're coming for me. Shan George money has been returned. Imagine the thousands of voiceless people who has been cheated and swindled through a weak banking institution. I will even reach out to her to find out if indeed she got her money back. And Shan George has gotten her money back. If our institutions went to work effectively, they can. Our problems is that they want to work effectively, they can. Our problem is that there's massive corruption in our system. Uchichuku from Mukafa. So because she raised the lamb and she's a celebrity, how many Nigerians are celebrities? Those that have been crying since, including that period that they forced everybody to have. You remember that one woman said the first time she opened the account, the money that she's been saving since in her house, immediately she went to put it in the bank. Otilo. All right. Precious and Darlington, my name is Chinedu from Alaba International. The issue we keep on discussing from week to week. I'm sorry, but Chinedu, please forget about this. We'll keep talking about it. I say Yahoo have blinded Nigerian youth and people and able men and women eyes. Unless we wake up from this sleep, we cannot continue. We'll continue to be where we are. And thank you for doing a good job. You're doing. However, the cybersecurity levy is a to scam Nigerians and to impoverish and bring more hardship on us. The government is not nice to us, and I pray they repeat, otherwise nemesis, or repent, or otherwise nemesis will catch up on them. William from Isheri sent in that message. And then Ola from Chicago says, I greet you, Precious and Darlington. Eku alejo. Mr. Darlington, you go to teach me go to boy Yoruba now.
Like you pay.
Me boy like you too now. Beautiful former APC. Isn't a beautiful former APC woman leader? Good evening, beautiful former APC woman leader, Precious and Barrister Darlington. The federal government will devise another way to take that cybersecurity fees. Trust this government at your own risk. Ezekiel from Ejibu sent in that message. Precious, good evening. Please, let Peter Osifo tell us how President Tinubu came back from Europe. Anna Paul from Cook.
Is it what to tell you?
Guys like this.
Is it the special?
He said, we're happy and rejoicing because our daddy is back. See, share be Precious. Okay, but a father who will leave his family and go unknown, unverified places could be termed concerning the taxes, VAT and tariff increases. What's paining me is that the majority is suffering it. How I wish it's only the few that were supporting Tinubu during campaigns and elections, saying that he's coming to do Nigeria and that are the ones going through this. Unfortunately, all of us will face the situation because all of us vote. Dear Precious, good evening to you and Oga Darlington. This ruler in charge of this government is the government has successfully collapsed the structure of government and the traditional institutions. That's why people can have the impetus to drag the Oba of Benin to court. I can imagine that impetus, audacity. They don't see Oba finish. Precious, you didn't respond to my email. Which email again is that one? Okay. Harry from Pangrove says, I recharged 10,000 naira. It only lasted for 4 days. People should stop making my heart skip now. All my earnings are going to the electricity bill. May God save us from this happenings. This is scary. Sakamanje says is a slang for Sakamanje is a slang for something you don't believe will happen. If somebody says rice will be 20k tomorrow, you then say na Sakamanje be that. Na slang is like
manje. That is
Sakamanje. In a manje input n for inside though.
That you don't want it to happen. Maje, like Olorun maje. God forbid.
Okay, so this message says, please, I want to report a group of miscreants who are used by BRT task force officers on a co-bridge in the morning and evening to deliberately cause traffic jam so that ignorant drivers will pass through the BRT lane for them to be extorted or for them to extort them. Kindly call on constituted authorities to caution them.
Report to Lagos State government now.
One support from Agoda. He say some guys then go just deliberately block the major roads. So when you now use BRT lane, they will not catch you. Are you serious? And the co-bridge access.
Report to Lagos State government. Is their property.
Precious and Barrister Darlington, please. Is it in order for a bank to not give you the details of the deductions from your account after transactions such like withdrawals? Again, they deduct from your account for checking the balance in the account.
Yes, now.
Deduct from your account for checking the balance in your account.
Everything is paid for in the bank. Everything is paid for. The paper they used to print that this thing.
Hello, good evening.
It costs money now.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Precious.
Sir?
It's Austin from Ibadan.
Austin, you're welcome. Go ahead very quickly, please.
My greeting to my dear barrister.
Well done, my brother. Well done.
Okay, cool, man.
We did.
I want to comment on the issue of death sentence. Death sentence where they give people where they manufacture drug. What of kidnappers and the terrorists and the bandits? Have they give death sentence to those people? The problem of this country, have they give them death sentence? And those people that are looting Nigeria economy, have they give them death sentence? Why in this country we are seeing the image and we are shedding shadows? Is that our problem? Is the problem of Nigeria now? And I want to talk about I want to commend your governor Fubara, because he take a good step today by appointing new speaker, because had he been those people insisted in impeaching him, he don't get problem for Rivers State. But thank God that he worked fast by appointing a new speaker, and that speaker is on his side. So all those people that they come to APC, all those lawmakers, shame don't carry them now. So they are nothing to offer again. They are old now to carry their portfolio, go out and sit down. That's my contribution. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So, Barrister Darlington, just before we go to a step down conversation, so the governor of Edo State, Kogi State, is celebrating his 1 year in office, and he lists, his number of achievements as he celebrates 1 year in office. Guess one of the achievements? He had a meeting with the National Security Advisor as one of the items in his achievements.
And what was the outcome of the meeting? I
just said so. There are different lists of achievements. Governance, agriculture, education. Under governance, he puts he puts meeting with National Security Advisor Malam Nuhu Ribadu. That's an achievement. It's easy for governor to say NSA. That kind of thing. Participate in the meeting of Progressive Governors Forum in Abuja. That's an achievement. Should I name more?
Then help to allow Yahaya to escape from.
No, he did not put that. He did not put that one. Let's take a quick break. I'll be right back to take a step down conversation.
Is this normal? Is this normal?
So, Barrister Darlington, this thing that happens in churches when you want to marry, and they say that if you're pregnant, you cannot continue that marriage after you have printed card, everything. How do you see it? Because a couple printed their church card, sold as should be, paid vendors, food, everything. Wedding is supposed to be like this weekend, and boom, church ran pregnancy test this week on the wife has taken in, and church say, you know what, we're cancelling everything.
They are not serious.
What should they do in that situation?
They are not serious. Okay. They go to a church where they work.
Lagos, and one of them is a church worker. So what will he not do? He not disobey the church work that he came to do, the work of God.
Which work?
Lagos, that's a step down conversation. After the break, we'll be right back. Stay with us. This is 90.3 Voice of the People of FM. We'll be right back.
From the views on the street,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV. Youthful, full of vigor and penchant for excellence in the continent's media space. Exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
Join Precious every weekday from Monday to Friday on the Evening Rush. Don't miss it.
Lagos, you are welcome back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM. So let's quickly take this story and just let me know what you would do if you were in the same situation, right, Barrister Darlington? So wedding, someone posted on, now, these plenty Twitter issues. Wedding is Saturday. Ashwebi is ready. Money has been spent everywhere and anywhere. They don't put money together, finish. Today, pregnancy test results conducted by the church came positive. Church has decided they won't wed the couple anymore. Want to know why did you get pregnant before marriage? In fact, they have been slammed with suspension by church. When I go take bad bench for doing bad thing before they we're due. So, and the poster said this evening, he said, okay, so this evening, just tire me, I beg. Midweek service turned to another thing. I've been wondering what pastor's wife means by, as a department head, you're supposed to have followed things up to avert this kind of occurrence. As a department head, it shouldn't have, fornicated. And then she says, I like how and then she now said, like, how am I supposed to determine my department members' action? Okay, they were blaming the department head over the action of the department member for going to get pregnant. Why would you let the department member go and do her job? In that case, he said, in this case, the guy, okay, if you're in the guy's case, what would you do? So would you obey the church verdict?
Obey what?
But it's take it easy now. You're choosing violence.
Hold on. Obey what? Do you know what it takes to pregnant a woman? After all the hard work, you are telling me stories.
Barrister Darlington, you were supposed to do see, you get into marriage with bed undefiled, Barrister Darlington.
Hold on. Look, Precious, these are ceremonies. I think my third child, the mother was carrying her when we were dead.
Your third? That is, you don't born 1, 2, 3 before you marry the wife.
That fine girl where you see here.
That you fine. Nigerians, if you see Barrister Darlington's daughter, the one in question,
that will tell you that.
Fine. Barrister Darlington, give me a picture. I'll post it on my social media.
Hold on. That will tell you that.
Why are you stopping me?
The wedding ceremony and the wedding anointing, she collected it too.
She collected 2 first. It's on the third collection that
I wedded 2 women, the mother and the daughter who was inside her womb. What is wrong there? You are not even happy that the man accepted to wed. If you have abandoned the woman, uncle, you see how people just make unnecessary ceremonies that have no bearing. Our forefathers who doesn't go to...
No, but Barrister Darlington, there are protocols to this.
Pro what?
If you're a believer and you're a child of God. So Barrister Darlington, why will a child of God even go and do batting before your wedding day?
Hey, Precious.
Why would you do batting?
Oh God, which is batting?
Batting is not fornication. Why would you fornicate before your wedding day? Why can you not be patient?
Precious, listen very well. Listen.
Barrister Darlington, someone is on the line.
Hold on.
Let's take public opinion.
Christ, Mary was carrying Jesus Christ, unknown to Joseph.
Did Mary commit fornication?
Hold on now.
Did she let's take this. Barrister Darlington, let's take the call. We'll come back.
Daddy.
The Holy Spirit.
Good evening, ma. Auntie Precious, good evening.
Good evening, welcome, Madam Quality.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, this is Madam Quality from
Madam Quality.
This topic, I love it. I love it. How can a church?
Madam Quality, you too.
What are you talking about?
I'm pregnant. When I did my wedding, I was 3 months pregnant.
Oh.
Yes. I was 3 months pregnant.
People have done bad thing before you got married.
Which kind of bad thing? After the most recognized marriage is your bride price. Once the man pays the bride price of
this church is ceremony. It's ceremony. The church is ceremony.
Precious, hear a story. Let me tell you. When we are doing marriage course, there was a man that asked this question in marriage course. And do you know what the father said? She said, if you have not tested your husband, we don't want a situation whereby after you will now come back and tell me that your husband is 1 minute man. Have you tested your
Madam Quality, come and be going. Thank you. You finish. You have spoiled the whole talk. Come and be going. Is enough. Let me go and read my message.
Look,
so what happens to getting into marriage with bed undefiled, like Bible says? Get into your marriage with bed undefiled. You want to defile bed. It's not me and you people. Barrister Darlington, people are accusing me. Benjamin Jonah says I don't take calls, so that I'm selecting people. Kenneth Zike, thank you for replying for me. Say I don't see people that call me. That's the Precious. The way you answer, sir. That's Anne Maxwell. I appreciate you. Say they finish you. Okay. And then Kenneth Zike says step down conversation is the traditional one between the families. There is the main wedding.
That is it.
He said they should go to another church.
After I started work immediately.
And then Ken, I like you. Thank you. Kenneth said we like that. We go to bed empty hunger. So that's our television station's jingle, right? So go to YouTube now. Subscribe. Our TV is at VOP TV, or you can type VOP TV Live. Go there, subscribe. Watch our breakfast show tomorrow. Follow us. Our breakfast show is the bomb, and all our shows, by the way, are excellent. We can assure you. So go there. We'll have fine faces that you like to be seeing. You like fine faces, I think you're gonna be seeing our fine faces, because we'll do a good job for you. All right. Hello. Good evening to you.
Hello, Precious.
Jehovah, step down. Come and rescue me. Tell this unbeliever. Sorry. Why did you laugh? Because I called you an unbeliever.
Oh, so we are calling us if you
they say I should not be unequally yoked. I don't want to be unequally yoked this evening.
You are calling
unequally yoked.
What are you saying?
Barrister Darlington, good
evening, my brother.
Oh yeah, hurry up. There's no time. Hurry up, sir.
This one,
for this evening, I can answer Evangelist Precious.
Precious. I have just told you. You don't know what it takes to pregnant a woman.
Stop that. We're still talking. You're praising Batson, sir.
Small joke.
But Darlington, this night, you know, when Precious introduced this topic, she said wedding. So I found it hard to understand the wedding, whether it's church wedding or traditional.
Church. It's the church that is saying they will not marry them again. Why will wife go and do bad things? And apple you were supposed to eat on the wedding day. You went to go and eat it before the wedding.
These people are you are one in ignorance, so you are your church.
I am with you 100%.
God bless you.
Marriage is best with bed
undefined. Let me tell unequally yoked people.
As a matter of fact, Precious, in this one, I'm not saying anybody is right. Neither am I saying.
I thought you were on my side.
You have forgotten that before the church, tradition has gone on, and that is the one. That is the one that you recognize.
The truth is that. The truth is that I want to ask by will it be correct to pay bride price over a woman who is pregnant?
Why did you stammer? You're stammering. No, you stammer. But you don't to keep your mouth straight now.
Whenever you wake up in your morning, at least you have accepted to marry the woman.
But why did the voice before you answer that question?
Yes. Precious, so but during your analysis, you said tradition.
Yes.
Even in heaven, there's tradition. So now, is it traditionally correct in African tradition to pay bride price on a woman who is carrying 3 months?
No. In Igbo land, I don't think that is.
That is wrong. Also, if that is wrong, in Christianity, it is not also correct to where the woman
you are not getting it.
Oh yeah, it's okay. But so Jehovah, thank you. Come and be going. Thank you, Jehovah. God bless you. My God will bless you and supply all your needs. So standing in the side of on the path of truth.
Jehovah,
we have more calls coming. Probably which EFCC is busy with Emefiele and other people and Sirika. Today they granted Sirika bed. By the way, I wanted to tell you, I did not tell them they granted him bail today. 100 million naira. That story don't pass.
He was there making noise.
He told him to release money. Release money and be good.
Go to court and grant bail. He might even commit more crime before he come back to court. Yes, now.
I am taking back my call.
His office is still there waiting for him.
Hello, good evening. Hello. Yes, welcome.
Precious, I don't like the way you and Jova once set up Mr. Darlington because I'm on the inside.
Oh, my brother.
You cannot go and.
What are you saying?
Before I move forward, Precious, can I ask you a question?
What's that question?
Between strawberry and vanilla ice cream, which one you like?
I know they like anyone. I don't drink sweet things. Sweet thing is an abomination. If they give Jedi.
If you won't go buy. Wait now, if you won't go buy the ice cream tomorrow, now the one where you don't taste before, now you go buy again.
I know they buy the one I taste before. I like surprises. I like new flavors I'm not used to. So I will quench your Michael. You don't have time, Mo. Don't come and encourage.
The thing is that church, they are very lucky.
You know I am the judge and the jury. I'll quench your mic.
You look. That church cannot dictate this kind of thing for me. I'm the one who married wife. I'm the one who pregnanted. Look, I'm doing you a favor by coming for blessing in your church. If you don't want, I go to another church now.
So John, bottom line, you support Barrister Darlington, right?
Yes, now.
Okay.
Any man will support me
no
because.
No problem. Hello. So Jova that supported me is not a man. Hello.
I don't know what you're doing in UK.
Jova is not in the UK. Hello, good evening and welcome. Loves that call. All right, let me quickly run through some messages and then go. Precious Barrister Darlington, thanks for the good job. Please, wish you can bring on a stage the minister of his workers that will explain us about the passports now. Okay. Oh no, we're not talking about that. Please let's leave Nigeria matter. See, we leave Nigeria matter at a good time. The church is ignorant of the scriptures. The church has no role to play in people's marriage. Marriage were contracted between consent of families.
Exactly.
Nowhere in the Bible where church was involved in marriages. The owner of that church. He said a lot. I'm not talking again. Barrister Darlington, in 10 seconds, your final thoughts. 10, no. You know I'm the judge and the jury. I'll quench your mic. 10 seconds, sir.
Precious.
Sir.
we have allowed so many things in this country and it's dragging us backwards. This democracy, this is not a practice, seriously. In the last 9 months, our democracy has been dragged to the mud. The people who have been heading it, they are behaving in such an arrogant
10 seconds
manner.
have passed, right?
No, precious.
Someone is here, please.
How can you go out of the country? Nobody knows where. When you come back, nobody knows. What is secret about all these things?
Thank you, Lagos. Thank you for being part of the show. I appreciate you. My name is Precious Inyi. I'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully, God willing. And catch me across the social media platforms, including YouTube at Precious Inyi TV. I love you. Good night.
Voice of the people, 1925 Vegas.